he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. The Bears had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let him put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. How, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Wilson's throw on target to Godwin here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here. And that's going to bring out the 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. Had a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I almost saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air. He jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, He can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on the 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. For the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. The 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
Him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six, because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually
under pressure, and they got to him again. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Baron Browning able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Going left side here, and it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
One more time.
Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On the ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And a really good play callers look ahead and down in distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Third down. The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go with the option. Coming right.
2nd down. Jacobs once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Fields now to throw.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Fields on 1st down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go, set. Hurry.
They'll set up to throw. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style.